how Guapo goes to Argentina!
Well, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us in Argentina. We are standing right next to the Iguazu Falls. These waterfalls are on the border of two countries, Argentina and Brazil. The river that makes up the waterfalls is called El Rio Paraná. El Rio means river in Spanish. Can you all say El Rio? Good job. The Iguazu Falls are actually made out of 275 different waterfalls. Some of them are up to 269 feet tall, taller than this building. I love visiting rivers and waterfalls. A waterfall happens when a river runs into rock that is really, really hard. It is called resistant rock. The river erodes all the soft rock around it, leaving just the hard rock left. Over many years, the waterfall will get smaller and smaller until all the resistant rock is gone. I have been to many, many waterfalls. Waterfalls in Yellowstone are some of my favorites. I have also been to a waterfall called Bridal Veils in Canada. This waterfall is actually coming out of igneous rocks in Idaho. Remember, igneous rocks come out of a volcano. Well, the last time I saw El Guapo, he was talking to a Gaucho. A Gaucho is a Spanish cowboy. Oh, here he comes now. Hey, El Guapo. Hola. Buenos Dias, chicos. Buenos Dias means good morning. Guess what, Mr. Weir? What's up? The Gaucho I was talking to gave me some bolas. Check these out. Cool. In Argentina, there once were many, many birds called reyes. Reyes are very big birds, like an ostrich. Big birds. The Gauchos would take these bolas and they would hunt reyes with them.
That's not very
They are fun to play with, but be careful. You might whack yourself in the head. That happens to me from time to time. Did you know that Gauchos can also use these bolas to dance with? Check out this. Hey, Loco, huh? Everybody shout, hey, Loco! That was so fun to say. So we came all the way to Argentina to do another science experiment. What do you have for us today, El Guapo? As Mr. Weir showed some of the waterfalls, you may have noticed something cool. As the water fell down the waterfall, much of the water broke into smaller pieces, smaller water droplets called water vapor. Many times water vapor is so small you can't even see it. Warm water vapor rises into the sky. As it rises, it begins to cool. The water vapor starts to condensate on tiny little particles of dust and smoke. The water vapor comes together to form what we call a cloud. I want to show you how to make a cloud in a bottle so that you can see it.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
I always wanted to know how clouds form. What will the kids need to have? The materials that you need are a match, with a parent to help you light the match, and a Ziploc bag with ice in it, and some hot water in a jar. Again, get your mom and dad, grandpa, grandma, or older brother or sister to help you out. Pause the video while you go and gather the supplies. First, heat the water in the jar. The hot water represents the sun beating down on it, getting a little tiny water droplets to jump into the air. Remember, warm air rises, so the warm water vapor is rising in the jar. Next, have an older person light the match for you. Dangle the match into the jar for a few seconds and then drop the match into the water. The smoke represents dust that is found in the air all around us. We just can't see it. Now place the bag of ice on top of the jar. The ice represents being high in the sky where the air is much colder. You should now see a cloud in your bottle. After a minute or two, take the ice off of the bottle and watch the cloud continue to rise into the air. It begins to disappear because the cloud is now warming up and is no longer cold enough to keep the water molecules together. Don't worry though, the water vapor is still there, you just can't see it anymore. Isn't that neat? Qué Guay, which means how cool. Can you guys say Qué Guay with me? Here we go. Qué Guay.
Qué Guay.
Well, I hope you enjoyed making a cloud. Try to see how big of a cloud you can make it, but always have somebody older to help you with lighting the matches. Mr. Weir, are we going to visit another country?
Sure. I would love to. Have you ever been to a place called Machu Picchu? It's in the country of Peru.
Not yet. I have not been there, but it is on my bucket list.
Mine too.
Is that where we are going?
That's where I'd like to go. Does that sound all right?
Yeah,
Thanks for coming with us to Argentina, kids. See you next week in Peru. Machu Picchu.
Hasta luego, chicos. Until next time.